The following message has been co-signed by the divine and sponsored by spirits. Beautiful day, beautiful soul. And welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness. Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic. And I'm back to deliver your latest timeless collective channeled tarot message from the download series. So if you're here and listening, it's by divine design. Welcome to the party. Hey, and remember to always bring your intuition to this party. If it resonates, you can pick it up and run with it, or leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions that you see. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts on the website located in the title of this live, raw, real, unedited, uncut broadcast. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. All right, so we've pulled your first Alpha and Omega message from the postcard from Spirit. If you're new here, the Alpha and Omega message is when we pull the cards first and read them last. It's interesting how they always come into play with the message that comes out throughout the session. And it's so fun and confirming when it all comes out in these two cards at the end of the whole show. So we pulled one Guardian Angel Tarot and one postcard from Spirit for you. We're going to begin with a P and Q Oracle for today. And this is the deck that's been designed over the course of about 2 or 3 years by my 2 grandchildren. It is the postcards with their drawings on them. And with their messages, we channel the heck out of the messages. Okay, so coming out of the P and Q Oracle today, it says, bad giant shark boy stealing oranges inside the fridge and a doggy hiding in the freezer. So there's a doggy hiding in the freezer. Okay, a doggy. Dogs make me think of loyalty. It's in the freezer. Somebody's loyalty is in the freezer. There's a bad guy and a bad giant. And it's interesting the way Quentin drew this picture. Like, you can see so much confusion and chaos in the scribble above his head. So somebody, they got a lot of jumble going on in their head in this experience, okay? And there's a shark boy here. Shark boy is a hero, okay? Shark boy is a hero. So there's a bad giant stealing oranges inside the fridge. Orange. Ooh, orange is the color of the sacral chakra, which relates to your desires. I hear we have a dream killer. Is there a dream killer in the midst? Okay. If that's so, with the shark boy energy, there's like hero energy here too, all right? So, and then a hero comes along with the faith to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel that hope is gone, reach inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth. That a hero lies in you. Yes, honey, you finding a hero inside. There may be a dream killer on the loose, but you know that the hero is inside. Woo, we got the feather coming out talking about hellos from heaven from the download oracle. Hellos from heaven. Your spirit team is here. They're coming through. They're saying, hello, my dear. We're here with you. Don't think you're in this alone. They said, don't think you're in this alone. You're never on your own. You always have the whole invisible realm here supporting you. We know everything that's happening on the physical plane. Don't you disdain. Don't get in a refrain. You keep on believing. Don't stop believing. Okay, you got to continue to believe in yourself, in your purpose, in your goals, in that dream. See, it's a beautiful divine scene. Spirit put it on your heart for a reason. It was given to you. Familial and peace is right here for somebody. That's the dream that's coming through. Those cards were upside down in the deck, so we had to flip them over, and we're going to continue to shuffle. So maybe that has something to do with what's coming up for you here. Yeah, somebody needed to understand that their loved ones in heaven are at peace. Somebody here was really reaching for that energy, trying to understand it. For somebody here, I'm also picking up on an energy that's coming through real strong about wanting to pursue certain goals, but wondering if the loved ones on the other side approve. They're at peace. Your choices are your choices. Just make sure that you do ill will towards none in your choices is the only guidance they have for you about that. But let's see what's the overall guidance for today's message from the Words of Clarity. Coming out of the deck, it says improvement. The heart. It's a heart made of grass on top of a background of grass, but this heart is lifted up, and I heard, your love keeps lifting me higher. Yeah, okay. Calm is at the bottom of the deck. There's definitely an energy where you've been making peace with certain things in your life, and you know what? It's helping you to increase your heart vibration. Hello, You're feeling a lot better in your own soul, okay? You feel peaceful right now. Somebody out here could be trying to steal your dreams, trying to kill your dreams, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes, is there somebody here who doesn't believe? You know what I'm saying? They just don't believe. They want to naysay and knock everything down because they've had a few tough knocks around. I hear they've had a few tough knocks around. So this person's been knocked around a bit by life, and so it's difficult for this one to see things turning out any better. But where are you in the practice of this? Some of you are this person, this one who hasn't seen things turn out better in life. You feel like it's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Well, muddled, unclear thinking is affecting the situation. The forest is upside down in the tea leaf fortune cards, as well as the kangaroo. Unsettled times need to plan ahead. So there is some challenges in the experience, but let's go ahead and find out what are the main factors that Spirit wants to bring out for today's session for the download. So thankful and grateful. Again, your Spirit team is like sitting there like, we're on standby. I hear we're on standby. All you got to do is call it out, ask, send, request. Put it at your behest. We cannot interfere. We cannot interject, but we can always respond to every request, everything that it's at your behest. Okay, if you're looking for worse, you're going to find worse. If you're looking for solutions, you're going to find solutions. If you're looking for best, you can find best. Okay, they're showing me it's very similar to a Google search. What you put in the box is what you're going to find. So don't put it in the box if you don't want to find it. They're saying stop bringing it up. It would serve you best if it's not what you want to see the answers to, if it's not what you want to go looking for. Yes, okay, so the hat is showing itself and how the cards fall. It says you'll be playing a different role. Okay, so for somebody here, you definitely are changing the game, switching up your role. Let's see what are the main factors coming out for today's download session. Okay, we see the month of October coming through as significance, and with the falling of the leaves that are shown in the image here, it feels so much like harvest season, honey. Yes. Okay, one card fell to the floor. Let's pick that up real quick. We also had the camel fall out of the deck face up. It says persevere and you will overcome problems. So, yeah, October comes through. It's like if you persevere, come October, everything is, I heard the game will have been changed. That's what I heard. The game will have been changed. So things will, you'll see a vast improvement is what I'm seeing here. There's going to be a vast improvement. Keep moving ahead. I heard trudging ahead. The bottom of the deck is deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So take that as it resonates for you. But some, I definitely see Rainbow Crew coming through. Hello. How you doing, boo? All right. Let's see what else we have coming out of the deck for you today. They came out face down, so this could be new information for you. New shit. Okay, let's see what we got coming through. Here we have the four-leaf clover. Great, good fortune. And the way this camel's headed right to it, it's like if you continue persevering, you're going to get some turns of fate, twists of fate that are going to help increase the momentum. I hear increase the momentum of what you've been focused upon. Okay, so there's something here that really matters to you. It truly matters to you. Is this something for someone you've been feeling very much on your own since last October? Something happened in October for somebody of the prior year to you're watching this video. And you've been persevering ever since, but you know that if you keep going, things are coming together for you. You can see it. The peacock comes through. Peacock energy on the table. If you vibe with peacocks, there's definitely some significance for you here, okay? But it does say beware of great pride. Just because things are working out so great for you, you can definitely be grateful and be proud of that. But I hear you don't want to go rubbing that in everybody's face, okay? And then we have the owl, okay? Good advice from a wise person. I see you taking great pride in the fact that you have great people around you that you're fun. It's like, you know, not to just listen to. It's like, what did that person accomplish? What I'm looking to accomplish? If they didn't, you ain't listening. I heard you focus on ones who you know who have accomplished something that is perceivable by you for your own experience. Okay, you're looking for somebody who has some success in this realm, in this area. Okay, you're looking at this one for some insight. The way it's coming through. It's not even guidance, but it's insight to the experience of another. I definitely also see somebody here entering into their heart chakra. I see that you've been a soul journeyer. This camel energy is telling me you've been a soul journeyer. You've been feeling very much alone on your spiritual journey. Like, there's not a lot of people who can hold the conversation with you about the things that are truly on your heart on a spiritual level. So the four-leaf clover is coming through like heart chakra activation. You're in with the peacock behind us, like you're tapping deeper into your heart chakra activation energy, right? You're activating that heart chakra even more. It's expanding. The peacock energy is looking like the spread out of the four-leaf clover energy. It's like you expanded your heart chakra energy. And in that, it's like with this owl coming in, good advice from a wise person. This is some of you, again, accessing like higher dimensions of yourself, deeper knowledge, spiritual wisdom, Akashic records, learning from a wise one that shows up in your experience because your heart chakra is higher activated, and therefore you're aligning with those who are higher activated in their heart chakra as well. So I see that happening here. I see somebody here, you've been through some challenges and issues. It could have been very challenging for you since last October, but things are about to open up for you. The peacock for me is always a symbol of abundance and prosperity as well as love, okay? It's a symbol of love, but it's also somebody who has a lot to be proud of. They have a lot to be proud of, and the peacock is always a symbol of the all-seeing eye energy, the one is all and all is one energy, okay? Because the eyes on the peacock's feathers are told to be the eyes of Horus, okay? Able to see. So there's this ability to see so much beyond the surface coming through here in today's experience for the download, okay? Your spirit team is saying hello. Now, I see somebody in this energy who is able to look at another person's challenges and immediately peg solutions. It's like you're so solution oriented. It's like you're able to perceive what's going on underneath the surface, the underlying causes and reasons for the happenings that are happening. Okay, we have the number 11 with 11 helms coming through with the 3 red cherries from the Play School Fortune Play School flashcards, my collaborative deck that I created here, and with the moon underneath. Okay, your intuition is telling you go down this journey, continue this journey forward, because on it you meet a pleasant surprise with the 3 red cherries. Okay, things are going to come together. It's like very much an energy of things coming together in the physical world because you keep going. You don't quit. You keep on. I heard don't stop, get it. Yeah, that's what I heard. Don't stop, get it. Energy coming through for you for today's download. I see you could be somebody here, you're working with a couple. You are single and you're working with a couple, or you have a mate, a partner, a business partner. You could be married or have a best friend, and then you're bringing in another person who vibes with you. Okay, for somebody here, I see that. This is adding great stability into your life. Okay, so somebody here, you got 2 main points. You got down 2 main truths. You got down 2 main points. You made 2 main changes in your life that were significant, and this 3rd change is going to, I heard it spread the increase. Okay, spread the increase across more of your life, I'm hearing. Yeah, spread more increase across the surface of your life, because you bring, it's like you're a very co-creative, cooperative energy is coming in. Yeah, a very co-creative and cooperative energy is coming in. So was worries and doubts this bad giant, feeling like the issue is larger than you, and then the little hero in you, the inner child is like, we can do this, right? And so loyalty is in the freezer with the dog in the freezer. What I'm seeing is in that, like, have you stopped being loyal to a path because you got caught up in your head about the success possible in it? And Spirit's like, yeah, if you being persevering, if you can pick it back up and persevere with it, great fortune comes your way. I heard for somebody, if you let it go, if you dropped the ball on something completely and you're making that choice to pick it back up because you're getting the spiritual calling to do so at this time, then come April, you're going to see, next April, from whenever you find this reading, because it is timeless, and whenever you find this by divine design. By next April, you're going to see a huge marked increase in the situation, so much expansion, so much growth, so much wisdom coming in your experience. So let's see what is the Pleiades Oracle message that we have for today is LPHtar. Now, if I remember correctly, this card was, because we did have this card come out during the first session that we used, it was at the bottom of the deck. So it's card number 36, so we have the energy of 369 here. Somebody's been studying Tesla's 369 information, okay? They said this is going to be beneficial. Yes, it is a card of leadership. The book says LPHtar is a central command figure of the Galactic Federation of Light ships that hover near your Earth. He is Pleiadian in heritage and had an integral part of the Earth liberation mission from our galactic perspective. Hailing originally from a lower dimensional aspect of the universe, LPHtar heroically transcended many of his limitations and tapped into his greatness, where he was eventually recognized and seen as a master and beacon of servitude in the Pleiades. This dedication of LPHtar getting through such great adversity allowed for his legacy to prosper and for him to fully step forth into his role of respected commander in our Galactic Federation starfleets. As a result, LPHtar is one of our most beloved representatives, seen as a role model to our citizens of what is possible when one is dedicated to transcending what one has been given. The LPHtar card arrives and the universe is attempting to fully bring out your leadership into the light. Just like LPHtar, you too have undergone certain challenging life initiations to make you the being you are today. The Pleiadians and many of our universal allies come to you on this card to remind you that your leadership is needed in your world at this moment. Now is the time to step into the forefront and reveal your natural abilities and talents to the world. Although this may sometimes be scary at first, the rewards of stepping into your leadership role far outweigh all temporary fears. Take initiative. Show bravery. Face your fears and allow for your leadership to help and guide others. Take command, bravery, inner knowing, step forth, speak your truth, walk your truth, lead the way, step into the light, initiative, LPHtar coming through. Okay, for the word forgiveness is at the bottom of the deck, and forgiveness was the previous step because that was card number 35. So there was a need for breaking cycles and transitioning and healing and self-love and releasing anger and creating greater awareness of yourself and freedom from situations through the energy of forgiveness. But right now, like, all of the challenges in life came through your experience so that you could eventually arrive where you are to step into this position as a leader. There is a leadership role here for you that's being called through for you at this time. That's coming through in the download. Where are you being called to lead and step up? Okay, where are you being called to lead and step up? For somebody here, in your leading and stepping up, you feel blessed and fortunate to be put in this role of a leader. You're understanding that this is a role that you were put into. I didn't ask for this, but this is where I find myself. Okay, you're constantly conscious of not letting that shit get to your head. You're like, I can't let this go to my head. That's always on your mind, okay? And it keeps you very humble. Because you've seen people who are put in leadership positions begin to abuse their power and their ego runs wild and rampant, and then they abuse the authority of the position that they were given, okay? You're being called to step up as a leader, and you're constantly aware of maintaining humility and allowing yourself to work with others. I also hear somebody here in your role as leader, you'll take consult from others, okay? In your experience, who you respect. Yeah, of respected ones in your environment who know what they're talking about. You're not pig-headed to where you won't listen to another person's insight. But But ultimately, you know, at the end of the day, it's up to you to make the decision. And so let's see what we have coming out from the Akashic Tarot at this time in your energy for today's download. Okay. All right, here we go. They're saying keep both of the cards. The first one coming out is the Divine Physician. Okay, Lover's card energy is coming through here with the Divine Physician. There's healing. The Divine Physician, this is a spiritual healing. This is a spiritual healer, somebody who is able to heal both in the physical realm and the physical realm and the spiritual realm due to the fact of the spiritual state of being. Okay, someone in their spiritual power has the ability to do this, okay? And they're showing me somebody, Jesus was conversing with somebody in the Bible, and he said, all these things and more you will do in my name. And it's not so much about his name, but it's about the training that he provided of accessing the chakra system and empowering yourself through bringing that divine energy of love into oneself. Yeah, okay. Let's see what else we have coming out. We have the Queen of Keys. The Queen of Keys. The Queen of Access. Okay, the Queen of Access. She's surveying the land. She's got a great smile on her life. Somebody here is watching another person doing the healing. Proud. Yeah, I see this Queen of Keys is right now actually looking like your spirit team sitting off in the distance, watching you come through in this divine healer energy. Yeah, so you are a healing energy in your circle. You're not the only one in the world. You're not the only one in the world with this ability. You're not the only one on earth who can do this. But you're definitely the one in your circle. You've all been given your own territory. You've all been given your own field in which to work. You know what I'm saying? And the work is working. And there's this energy of, okay, she's like, this Queen of Keys is coming through talking about she has access to more, okay? And watching what you've done, I see that more is coming your way. After watching how you've used what you've had, how you have created with what you've been given, okay, making the best out of what you had, brought you into this state of divine approval, okay? Spirit is watching you. I heard you weren't unaware that Spirit was watching you. As a matter of fact, when you started on this path, you were unaware that you were being initiated into sort of an application process to fill the role of the Divine Physician, okay, to fill the role of the leader, okay. You are being put in a leadership position. See, the wisdom that you have, you're able to dish out good advice, okay, but only because you've received good advice from Spirit, from other wise ones who have accomplished spiritual evolution, that you're like, oh, I'm so doing that too. Okay, let me see what else you have to say. Something like that is the way it feels. So let's see what we have coming out from the Starseed Oracle to add to the download today. What do we have for the love and peace and happiness try at this time? Okay, so I'm being told to keep all three of these cards. The ones that came out face up is lifting the veil. I heard you have conscious awareness that you've been lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything aligned must go. So I see you have begun to question your reality. You're very aware of this. You were looking for deeper insight, deeper awareness. Baby steps, action a lot. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. It was a little bit at a time, as you've been trained by the divine and what the intuition is, to be able to hear the voice of your intuition, to know it and to heed it, to honor the value of it. Yeah, you didn't know that at first until you started becoming aware of the fact that you were hearing divine, that you were knowing. Some of you stepped into claircognizance where you just know stuff. It took a while, I heard, of trial and error for you to realize and discern, to be able to perceive that you had forewarned. It's like you had been forewarned. You had advanced knowledge of things. Okay, there was no reason why it made sense, but you had advanced knowledge of things. It took a while for Spirit to train this awareness deep enough into your conscious perception so that you could act in this way. But from being in this energy, like, you have access to being able to heal not only yourself but others, okay, because you perceive beyond the physical. I hear you perceive beyond the physical. You're perceiving from the spiritual, and when you perceive from the spiritual, everything is always guiding you to the path of your greatest evolution, okay? And on that path, in that development of your greatest evolution, always healing that happens. As you create greater awareness with yourself, you're creating a remembering of who and what you truly are. So let's see, the final one that came out face down is the Well and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. There's something very important with you using your voice, okay, singing it out, okay. Yeah, it's like as you emit your frequency, it comes back to you, honey. Your human mind is the greatest sender and receiver of frequency. If you think of it like a radio, the old school one, you know, where you have to turn the dial, the one where it actually spins, the one that I got in trouble for spinning the dial on, because now it wasn't on my dad's favorite station anymore, but it just felt so cool spinning that dial and watching it roll. It was so fun. Yeah, like that. Why would Dad get so irritated? Because it was coming off of the frequency that allowed for the pure message to come through. So there's something here about you understanding the need to be in a higher frequency in order to receive solutions, to be solution oriented, to be tapped into the spirit realm, to be accessing the information from the Akashic records. I recently came across some information that says that if you're entertaining any form of negativity or expectation, that the Akashic realm will not allow access. It will not grant you access. And so that was interesting, because it's like all about frequency. We had talked before about a portal that opens and you have to be at a certain frequency to get through, and somebody was trying to draw another person through that frequency with them through that portal, but that person, as you hit that portal entry point, that person just fell off. They literally fell off and they fell to the ground. You know what I'm saying? They fell to their own vibration. So there's the energy of, you can't pick somebody up out of the vibration that they're in and put them in the vibration that you want them to be in. You can only do that for yourself, okay? Each one has to do that for themselves, but each one can teach one. Each one can teach one, and if the other one wants to learn it, wants to receive it, wants to hear it, then they'll be in a receptive mode. And if they don't, there's literally nothing you can do about that, except for continue to raise your vibration, so that when these ones do reach for a higher vibration, they have access easier to that vibration, because somebody in their soul family, in their immediate environment, is sustaining it. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're going to have to talk to all these people. It doesn't mean you're going to have to interact with all these people. You are part of the sustaining of the higher vibration on Gaia at this time within humanity, as you hold a higher vibration. Does that mean you're always going to stay there? Not likely. I mean, if you wanted to stay in heaven, you should have kept your ass there. This place is called Earth. It's a school. And school presents challenges, okay? But you can stay in a higher vibration as you go through challenges if you choose to do that willingly. Okay, from the Work Your Light Oracle, protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. This card wanted to come out, and I'm hearing to get 2 more from this deck as well. So let's see, what else do we have for. So there's this energy here of protection, cutting cords, and soul retrieval. Okay, if you haven't done that already, you're in that process now. There's a need for you to do that. You could be thinking about that. The sisterhood of the rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So somebody here, you're learning how to do this because there's an organization, a group, or a specific individual who is sharing information about doing this at this time. This is the good advice from a wise person. Okay, they're talking now about shutting down the portal of control of other people. I think I can control you, and on the flip side of that, I heard on the mirror of that energy is the belief then that others can control me into doing their will. So a lot of people are learning at this time. One thing that's coming through, if you've been listening, you learn how to break curse connections, dark energy connections, and past cycles, because through shutting down that portal, I'm seeing this eclipse that's here in this protection as closing the portal of control. It's like putting a lid on that. When you decided to allow everyone to be who and what they are, allow them to do what they want to do, you cut the cords of external influence over your life. So some of you are noticing, the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. You're going into a lighter existence because those external forces have no more control in your life. Why? Because you stopped trying to control external forces and you allowed that portal to close of external control, which not only closed your external control over others in your experience, but over you by any others as well. I I heard this required a lot of trust on you. You had to trust that what's meant for you will be for you. Okay, so somebody here definitely has fallen off of your experience as you've done this. As you stop trying to control them, as you allow yourself to be who you are and not be controlled by them, all this collaboratively, it removes certain things from your experience, certain ones from your experience, okay? And it brought you into connection with different ones, different energies, ones who are also more allowing. I hear ones who are also more allowing, more aware, more in tune with the higher vibration, okay? Oh, Lord, so much information coming through today. Okay, the whale and orca elders, share your song. Emphasis of is speaking out your experience, speaking what you learned, okay, in this leadership position. Part of what you're being guided to share is how did you break the old cycles? How did you call back your energy? What helped you to do that, okay? Now remember, just because this is how you did it successfully doesn't mean your way is the right way. Likewise, our way is not the right way. Our way was the right way for us. We're going to share with you how we did what we did, I hear, and from there, you can choose to try it or not, okay? Because if you have a high resistance for it, what worked perfectly for me will not work perfectly for you. If you have a high level of distrust, what worked perfectly for me will not work perfectly for you, okay? So it's about finding the technique that is most conducive to your level of consciousness and trust, okay, in your ability to heal, okay? But for somebody, this is the way that's working for you. This card definitely wants to come out. It says, watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. I heard part of what you're talking about, what works for you is allowing. Again, the energy of allowing. Mystic healer coming out, healing energy flows through you. You become, I'm seeing this as the anchor of that love energy, the divine love energy, okay? Acceptance. See, the divine accepts the way you are and allows you to be whatever you want to be. You know, you want to be a douchebag, fine, you could be a douchebag, and you keep putting that douchebag energy out there, and then you wonder why the douchebags keep coming to you. Okay, you want to be a light worker, fine, be a light worker. And guess what? Yes, the light is going to come back to you, and you do see the light, but there's also this energy, I'm here, remember, in this, that you always like attracts like, and opposites attract as well. So in being a light worker, one of the things you had to learn is that not only it does like attract like, but with the opposites that attract, you've also noticed that you've attracted some shadow characters, some shadowy characters, some shicey characters. Sketch. There's sketch. Okay, let's see. But you know how to hold yourself, okay, in a position of being the mystic healer, okay? You understand what you do now differently than you did before, so you handle these things differently than you did before, okay? Fogged in, go slow, take time, okay? So you're lifting the veil, okay? Anywhere where you get some confusion, where you can't see things clearly, you begin to slow it down. I heard, cool it now, ooh, watch out, don't want to lose control. So you got to cool it down, okay? You don't want to lose control. So you take your time, because this, what you've created, this leadership position, this ability to heal, okay, as the divine physician and the mystic healer here, you're taking your time, allowing yourself to adjust to your position. I heard to adjust to your position. You still don't know all the ramifications of your new position, I'm hearing. I'm hearing more will be revealed. So let's see what we have to add to your download message today from the Soul Journey Lesson Cards. What is the most valuable message that we can offer at this time to the love and peace and happiness right here? Yes. Okay, let's see what we have. Honesty is the best policy. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. You have to have trust. Okay, you have to have trust in yourself. You have to have trust in your path. Okay, anywhere where you've made some what you're perceiving to be missteps, you want to begin to ask yourself, okay, what is it that I'm not seeing here? Because I'm really judging this as a misstep. But I heard that all roads lead to Rome. Okay, so it's like all roads take me home? Okay, so how is this taking me home? In other words, how is this assisting me? Okay, and I'm hearing healer, heal thyself. Okay, somebody here in your experience is presenting who is at an initiating point. Okay, they have some unclear thinking, they have some muddled thinking, and there's somebody here who's being guided into your experience, okay, for the communication that you're going to have. You're a healer. You're attracting somebody in this experience who needs someone to look up at, somebody who can teach them. There's somebody here who is better off learning from another human, okay, in their experience right now than they are from Source Divine. But if this human takes this opportunity to expose this person to techniques, to awareness, creating a greater sense of awareness. I heard this human presenting himself, who is currently fogged in, will clear up and will be able to eventually sustain and evolve and learn from the divine as well. So there's an opportunity here to influence somebody in this period of lifting the veil. They're looking at you like you're wise. They feel like they've been making little steps. Okay, somebody feels like a lot of steps. You've made a lot of steps. They're recognizing your journey. Okay, they're seeing how far you've come. You've done something. They're looking at you like you're the one who's done something that they want to do. Okay, how do I do that too? I hear, how do I do that too? Some of you are going to be hearing this question in your physical 3D experience. Somebody's coming into your experience and they're going to say, how do I do that too? How can I do what you did? So somebody, I'm picking up on the opportunity to become a mentor. I'm picking up on the opportunity of clientele who are patronizing your service. I do hear it's a service. Okay, how do I do what you do? Okay, they're going to continue to hire you to figure out what you did. Okay, the storyteller is here with the imagination. There's something here about your power and ability to see beyond the immediate visible physical experience, okay? And how you were able to perceive beyond the normal perception, because most people are only looking at what is in front of their physical eyes. There's something here about you don't do that. You look deeper. You know that what's in front of your physical eyes, it goes deeper in the sense of the results of that's just the end result of what was in the past. Your spiritual eyes were looking at something in the past. Your emotional eyes, your intellectual eyes were looking at something in the past, and that's why this physical experience unfolded. In other words, somebody here was looking at having a connection, having this position as a leader, having a teacher come into their life, having clarity come through, seeing which steps they need to take in their journey, in their business, in their personal life, or in their relationship. And this person is able to experience it now because of what they saw in their intellectual, spiritual, and emotional eyes prior to the physical experience. And that's what somebody here is sharing, how their imagination was everything to create the current physical experience where they're currently in. Good luck and great fortune. Yeah, good luck and great fortune is here in somebody's experience. Somebody here is feels like they're really fortunate because you have some wisdom to share, okay? And that good luck and great fortune, it can materialize in so many different ways in your experience, but it's being recognized by somebody. Somebody sees you as a wealth of information, like you're a storehouse of information. Oh my gosh, I love talking to you. You always have something awesome to say. Okay, tell me some more. What else do you have to say today? All right. I've been shuffling up the Osset Gypsy Tarot, and the first card flipping over, we have the Tower energy, okay, in the past position. The Tower talks about a revelation. It talks about truths being revealed. It talks about when the universe steps in, there could have been an act of God, okay? An act of God comes in, steps into somebody's life. An unavoidable circumstance, an unavoidable loss happened for somebody. Here, let's see in the situation, in the current energy. Yeah, also the ego talks, the Tower talks about the falling of the ego. Somebody here, they had to shed up a layer of their ego because they had a realization. The Tower also talks about epiphanies and awareness, okay, where spirit hits you right upside your crown chakra with new information, okay, and it's something that changes the course of your life, okay. In the current energy, we have the Lovers card, okay, Gemini energy in the house. Yeah. and it looks like a connection coming together that causes you to have an unforeseeable decision to make, right? As a result of whatever this Tower moment was, this unforeseeable occurrence, it could have definitely resulted in the loss of something, so that a situation can be built up brand new. There's a fresh start energy when the Tower comes through. But the fresh start is preceded by challenges and difficulties. Whoa. And in the unfolding here, the Star card coming out. So, the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands. Okay. So, in the past, what I see, with this Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, there's been some big challenges. There's been a big battle, okay? But something gives. There's some divine interference. There's been competition. There's been arguing. There's been disagreements, fits of rage. Even for somebody, there's been fits of rage. Somebody here is stepping up into a leader position right now, okay? Somebody here has conscious awareness of how to bring things to the light here. One thing you want to know in this situation, all three are major arcanas, is letting me know that there's been some battles and some difficulties in the past, and that love, source, God, creator, all that ever is, was, will be, or could be the universe, okay? The balancing energy of this plane is stepped in to rearrange a situation. I'm here to move the pieces around on the board, shift things up, shake it up a little bit, okay? There's an opportunity that's coming together right now for a love connection for somebody, and if it's not a romantic or like familial love connection, or even a friendship love connection, there is a connection with the right people, the right sources, the right opportunities is coming through here in that Lover's card as well for those in business. Yeah, so keep an eye out on that if this has been feeling like your business situation. With the Star coming through, is letting me know that the actions you're taking right now are aligning you with deep success, okay? That your faith will be proven trustworthy. Your wishes are coming to fruition. What you've been wanting to create in this experience is coming through for you. Like, the things are coming together. It's about you continuing to have the faith, raise your vibration, okay? Make those wise choices. When the choices are presented to you, which way do you want to go? Take your time before you make certain choices, you know? Something you're uncomfortable with making a rush choice, well then don't. It's quite that simple. And well, what happens if you lose the opportunity? Well, if the opportunity is only while it's immediately presented to you, and you say, I need time to think on it, and they say, well, it won't be available after right now. I heard, yeah, right. Watch when they call you back tomorrow to say, did you think about it? We decided that we give you more time to think on it, and if you wanted it, that offer is still available to you. I heard that's what's going to happen. But I heard, if they literally are like, okay, well, that's it, then that was just your energy telling you it wasn't for you. Okay, that was just your energy telling you it wasn't for you. If you don't have it together vibrationally or any other way to make that decision at that moment, and you aren't able to choose it later, then it wasn't for you. Because if it was for you, you would have been feeling like a bull running right at a red thing on target. You know what I'm saying? You would have been feeling like that dart that's about to hit the bullseye, flying through the air. I heard you would have been feeling like Mighty Mouse is on the way. Okay, you would have been feeling like I'm on my way. I'm all about it. If it's for you, it's always going to feel like that. If it feels like crap, this is your emotional navigational system telling you it's not for you. If it feels like resistance, they've been saying this in the world, in the spiritual realm for so long. When in doubt, leave it out. Okay, yeah, it feels doubtful, it doesn't feel right. Okay, there's something else though. You got to remember, it's not always just that, because sometimes there's this feeling of apprehension. You feel the strongest calling to do it, but it still puts a twist in your gut, and that's because the feeling of fear radiates in the same chakra energy as nervousness. And what is nervousness in this experience of way they're showing to is like stretching into accomplishing something in an energy that's different than where you've been. And they said all of your dreams live on the other side of your comfort zone, for if they did not, they would be accomplishments. So to get accomplishment and realization of your dreams come true, the star energy is going to require you to get uncomfortable, baby. You're going to have to do do something different to switch up your energy. And the Tower is pushed for that in the recent path. In the recent path. Yes, the recent path, not the recent past. In the recent path, remember, it's not about timing, it's about the journey. Okay, so they're saying in your recent path, Spirit has pushed for a change to be made. Okay, and now there's another decision point coming up for you. So there was something that happened that was unavoidable in the past. Spirit got involved. The universe interjected in some sort of way. In the past energy, we have the Emperor coming out in the other side of the table. This is an Aries energy. Okay, this is a father energy. This is a grandfather in spirit or a father in spirit energy. This is also somebody on the other side of the table who takes action. This is other side of the table energy. This is not your energy. In the current energy, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Is there somebody who's now stepping up in a family role? I hear stepping up in a family role to bring everything together. Somebody's stepping up in a position as a leader. I have one deck where this Emperor card doesn't say Emperor on it, but it is Major Arcana 4, and it literally says take the lead. So in the past, somebody was stepped up to take the lead. Now there's a family supporting it. There's a whole bunch of people around it. Okay, and in the future with the Fool is telling me a new journey. Okay, somebody's completing a cycle right now in your experience. They're wrapping up a situation. Okay, they're trusting that their family is going to be blessed and protected. Okay, somebody here, that's happening in the other person's experience. The Hangman is at the bottom of the deck, so there has been a difference in perception. There's a different point of view. Somebody's got a different point of view about what family means at this time. Somebody's got a different point of view of their father. Somebody here is having a past life memory or an early childhood memory that's being revealed about something that happened with their mother and their father when they were a little kid. Okay, somebody here is finally releasing some situation. So where this person was drawn into your life because they're in an initiation period, a spirit team brought them in, and you're telling them, just take your time. There's some things you don't see clearly. Okay, let's investigate this a little bit. You're actually helping somebody to lay to rest a karmic cycle that has affected their life very much. Okay, this person could be an Aries. Are you having a conversation with the Aries about their family background and how it influences their current choices? Okay, are you having a conversation with the Aries person about how their previous actions are affecting their current experience? Somebody definitely is. Are you having a conversation with your father who's been watching you? For somebody here, this is a person. I just got your info. Oh God, there's somebody here. Your storage is cut in so strong in the energy. You're actually having a big family gathering, or I picked up on the energy of a marriage. Okay, there's a marriage, and there's a father in spirit with the hellos from heaven. He's watching with pride. He's like so excited because he knows whether this is about you in a marriage, about you closing out old cycles. I heard all of it. About you getting your what you deserve, what you've worked for. Okay, that it's like watching you move forward into your new life. Okay, your spirit team, the Emperor is coming through as your spirit team, watching you trust in your journey. Okay, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, trusting in your new beginning. They know what's waiting for you. It's not being revealed. They won't even show it to me here. For somebody here, you had to topple down feeling like you were under somebody else's thumb. There's an energy here where this person, there was somebody here who liked to control you. They learned that from way back. Okay, they carried this trait through life. You had to learn how to break free from that control. Okay, there's somebody here who respects you more because you reject control of these old school ways. Like, you're not into the traditional, like, I gotta do what you say type of stuff, or you gotta do what I say type of stuff. There's this energy of freedom over this experience coming out today. So let's see what we have on your side of the table from the Tarot of Curious Creatures. What do we have from your side of the table today? We'll also pull 3 cards and just layer our tarot spread. In your past energy, you have the 4 of Pentacles. That's angel number 44 in the past, okay? Trying to hold on to something, pulling back your energy. In the current experience, you have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? And in what's unfolding, it came out with the 9 of Pentacles. So I see somebody in your experience on your side of the table. You are actually looking back at where you held back your energy, where you had to protect yourself, okay? And where you had where you had held on to something for so long that eventually you would let go of it. So there's something here for somebody. You had an item. You had such sentimental attachment to this item, to your father, to the family, to some money, to an inheritance. Somebody here was holding on to it so tight that you stifled the flow. Okay, you stifled flow of energy in your life as you open your heart up and you expand your heart energy. You trust in your journey. There's some wish fulfillment coming in for you. The Nine of Cups is in your physical experience as it unfolds. Wow, the Sun is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you have now conscious awareness. You've become enlightened. You've learned something. You found joy. I heard I got that joy down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I got that joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. So somebody and I'm so happy. Yeah, so very happy. I'm so happy that I got the joy in my heart. I don't know how the lyrics go anymore, but this is what they gave me. So somebody here, you had to work on your own heart. Now this helps you remain consistent and move forward. I heard you are of greater service to others around you. You understand there are cycles. Okay, you know what it's like to heal the heart. Okay, you had to heal your heart in order to open it up. What's unfolding for you is some wish fulfillment. Something you've been wishing for is coming through and true for you. Yeah, you've been wanting something. You had your sights on something, okay? You had your sights on something, but you had to step up and take the lead in this. You had to step up and take the lead to be a cooperative energy, okay? Because life put you on a path. Life threw you a monkey wrench into your plan, but you had to rock with it. Yeah, I heard lean with it. Rock with it. Yeah, you had to lean with it and rock with it, okay, to get through it. Yeah, and I heard Bruce Lee coming through. Hey, I haven't had you come through before. Welcome to the show. Bruce Lee come through talking about be like the water. Be the water. It's like the water flows around everything. The water will flow anywhere. Be able to bring your love anywhere. Then Bruce is showing me the quality of love that is represented in my consciousness of water. Yeah, it's the energy of spirit and love. Spirit is love. So be able, when you're tapped into this higher frequency, you're in this love energy. You flow through and around anything. I heard, and you saturate everything as you. It's like as you pass through, you saturate everything with that energy. So there's something here about, like, people don't have the option to accept your energy or not. If they're in your environment, they're going to catch some of this love. Why? Because you overflow it? Because you're real stable with it? Because you've done some very strong heart chakra healing. If this isn't you, this is where you're being guided to. I heard if this isn't you, this is where you're being guided to. So that no matter what comes up in your life, you take the lead in the energy. You take the lead in the energy, talking about taking that wisdom of esoterics and laws of the universe and applying it, okay? So you could have the best outcome possible. You don't just respond in anger or react in anger about things. You don't just react in disdain and low vibrational ways. You're constantly seeking the greater awareness of, how is this working for my bliss? How is this in service to me? How is this exactly what I needed right now? What is it showing me? What is it teaching me? What can I learn here? Okay, what can I discern here? Yeah, you're doing this, it's benefiting you. Okay, this is benefiting you. Spirit says the Queen of Emotions in the past, that you have tapped into your spiritual insight. Yeah, you've already tapped into your spiritual insight. You, again, that's speaking to the training process, the spiritual training process of identifying the voice of your intuition, the divine voice that comes through you. You hear it clearer the more open your heart is. I hear in your current energy, you have the devil. The devil talks about Capricorn energy. It talks about temptation. It talks about sex. It talks about materialism. It talks about attaining a grotesque amount. A grotesque amount of anything would bring up devil energy. Okay, in the unfolding, you have the 9 of voices from the divine mind. So there's something here about a certain experience is coming through, and it brings wish fulfillment for you. The 2 of inspiration is at the bottom of the deck, saying that you could have been looking at this, like, thinking it's so far off in the distance. Well, guess what? It's showing up now. Something is showing up now for you. This is blessed for you. This is something that you wanted. But what's interesting is it causes you to want to rest on it for a night. I heard, because you've been hearing it too long. If it seems too good to be true, it usually is. But it doesn't mean that it always is. You know what I'm saying? Once you get in that higher vibration, you get used to what other people are like, dang, that's crazy. That really happened? That really happened for you. And it's like, yeah, well, here's the thing. That higher vibration aligns you with miracles and magic, baby. But there's just something here where you're like, okay, is this really what I think it is? And that's okay to take that time just to confirm, because you don't want to get tripped up. You're like, you don't want to get tripped up. There's an opportunity here. For somebody, there's a Capricorn presenting in your experience right now. Okay, this is showing about choices about wealth, about love, choices about health, choices about wholeness, okay? For somebody that's a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person showing up in your experience, or an Aries person with a whole lot of emotions from the past, they got a lot of emotions. I heard you trigger somebody. Yeah, you trigger somebody with that Devil card energy. You trigger somebody, yeah. But it's interesting because in this triggering, there's wish fulfillment unfolding, okay? There's an alignment with wish fulfilling experiences. There's an alignment with this new journey that is blessed, okay? So it's like, keep moving forward, keep on going. You're not all the way there yet, but you're definitely making great moves to get there. And you've gone through a lot of healing to get this. That opened up the keys for you. Yeah, you are stepping into a leadership position. The way you're able to lead is necessary on earth at this time. Like, this is important, okay? Let's see what we have for your Alpha and Omega messages today. And I'm strongly, what they're showing is it has everything to do with the energy of this bad giant, right? And all that chaos and confusion in their head. So I strongly sense and see here, like, one of the main things that you have healed, divine physician, as you are being called here, is the jumble in your head. If you feel like, my head is still pretty jumbled, Melinda, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, well, then just keep listening, because what has been talked about throughout this whole reading, like, you might even want to hear this again, is techniques that helps you clear through the jumble in your head, understanding the trust of the emotional guidance system. When they're showing the reading that we did recently about the key to the map. There was a reading entitled The Key to the Map. They're talking about when you don't understand what the fear, what the nervousness, what the joy, what the anger is saying to you. It means something. It's not just a feeling for no reason. It's showing you something. That it really empowers you, and that's like key to clearing up the jumble in the head. So let's see what we have from the Guardian Angel Tarot. It's card number 17. I love it because this is what's unfolding for you in the future. Energy is the star card. Energy over the experience. It's a celebration. This is a wonderful time in your life. Difficulties fall away, and the light at the end of the tunnel is a star you can wish upon. The timing is right to make long-term plans for a joyful future. Have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully. And from the postcard from Spirit for your final card today, it says, Dearest you, we have a secret for you. The more you think you know, the less you actually do. So if you are willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered only by the curious optimist. Curiosity allows you to discover new things, see the world from a different perspective, and find answers to questions you might not even know you have. Right now, whatever is going on, it's important to know that you are not aware of all the aspects of it you need to see to make an informed choice. You might be projecting a story that isn't totally true. So moving forward, your mantra could be, I don't know, or that's interesting, as you keep your mind and heart open to new experiences and a richer existence overall. All of us over here want you to be all you can be. We're cheering for you. Can you hear us? I told you, like, they're watching you. Your spirit team is watching you off in the distance. They're so proud of you. Hellos from heaven. Open your mind to what else is possible in this for my bliss. Open your mind to what other probabilities exist, okay? Instead of deciding that this is what it is and that's what it must be, okay? There's a lot more room to move energy in this, okay? This is what we have for your download message today. At the end of the day, there's a dream killer in the midst. It could be your own mind playing tricks on you. But you are your own hero. It's time to step up and be a leader. And some of you are going to be consulting somebody who you have a respected person around you because they've accomplished what you're looking to do. And for some of you, this respected person around you is like spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, your guides, all of this. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence today. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up. And if you're still watching, I'm a finisher. And I have a lot to accomplish this evening. So until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks.